Hey, what up, anime fans? I'm back. Yes, I'm making good on what I've been planning to do. Catch up on Precure. Yeah, the time recording. There's currently only one more episode left of the season before the next season premieres. As episode 49 will premiere this weekend, January 25th, 2026. So this weekend is the last episode of Kimetto Idol Precure, and next week is the beginning of Star Detective Precure. So it finishes up. I've watched the finale when it is, and I'll be able to this time try my best to watch it from start to finish. Well, any delays. I'm trying to get out of that stupid habit, but it's really, really tricky. But yeah, lucky for me, Idol Precure does not have that many episodes for me to catch up on. This last time I went up to episode 30, and there are 48 episodes, so there's a total of 18 episodes. If I do it right, I can knock it out in a day, or at least split it up to tomorrow. I'm losing. And then spend the next few days catching up on Gojuja, because that one's going to take me a while to catch up to. As this, well, I got plenty of time. It's going to airs in 2 weeks. Next week airs in 2 weeks' time. I think. Yeah, Gojuja actually ends next week. So yeah, I do have time of it. It's just how they end in Gojuja, not on the typical battle, not on the typical the final boss type of thing. You know, so the final few episodes are just focused on the characters fighting each other and showing their growth and respect for each other. Oh, it's gonna take me a while to get to that. But don't worry, even when I do miss the finale, I will try my best to watch all the episodes when I can. Because since Space Shuttle Gather of Infinity is going to be its own thing, not a Sentai season. So, look forward to that. Anyway, we're on episode 31 of Kimetto Idol Precure, as I said. I really enjoy the episode. And please be cool, don't spoil anything for me. What happens in the later episodes. I do not want to be spoiled on what happens. It's really hard though when people keep posting shit online. A highlight episode comes a little bit later with a specific on episode 39, I think it is. I might be wrong. I don't know. Now let's get into the video. So the episode opens up. So I get an itch. So the episode opens up with Uta coming to school and trying with her friend. You know, her friend's really amazed by how the recent team up between Idol Precure and Zakun Kiss. Collaborating now. I was going to get over from again sometime. Who says not to worry because Idol Precure and Zakun Kiss are now one group. They're issued by member group. And then we cut to Uta talking to Nana and Kokoro. Now the the actions people are getting, it's like a movie, which, funny enough, that week was the release of the movie. A few days after was the release of the movie, but it's not yet available on home media in Japan yet. I definitely be able to watch it though when it comes out, unlike the Wonderful Precure movie, because I never seen my whole Sky. Tried watching it over it, haven't bothered to. Not because it's bad, it's because I've been lazy. And also warn you when you watch my whole Sky Precure on Crunchyroll, episode 12 has shoddy subtitles. I don't know if it's been fixed or not. Because I think the Bleach subtitles have been fixed on Disney Plus. If you don't know, I had a really complaint about the Bleach subtitles for a while on Disney Plus. Because some of the, at least for the first 2 episodes, the subs were slightly off. Not the translation itself, the timing of the subs. So that's why I wanted to use the Blu-rays, but I didn't have them all. And they're freaking expensive. 45 quid. There's no way I can freaking collect them all. There's no way I can collect them all. But still. Okay, what can I ask my birthday? Anyway. Sorry. I had a little bit of Pringles earlier. Soda vinegar. I like that and sour cream and chive. Maybe make it too much time. So yeah. Maybe there's a question why Kyo Idol is always in the center. You know? Oh, just realised it. Ew. She just realised that now. Because Kyo Idol's always been in the center from the start, and, well, Uta's never even realised that. It's, well, funny. So, before that, we get Bundle Gag about the video being posted of this performance with this group attack. But how did they record that exactly? For the original trio group, for the original trio's solo attacks and group attack, it was obvious who was called in. Did they set the camera up in advance? How is someone questioning this? Again, it's been 4 months since my last video on the season, so yeah, kind of. So I probably don't remember much. But when I eventually do rewatch You and I Precure from start to finish. By the way, previously I was using the watch it on Crunchyroll, but it was just a pain in the ass to turn the VPN off and on when I do a video and stuff. So I'm just using a specific app for now. I'm planning to rewatch Idol Precure on Crunchyroll in the future. And I do not know if starting at the Precure is going to be like Wonderful Precure and going to be available on Crunchyroll worldwide. At least including the UK. Or it's going to be like You and Idol, because it was really confusing. What was the whole point of You and Idol? What was the whole point of Wonderful Precure being available here when the following season just wouldn't be available here? Same with Ultimate Precure. That was available here, but My House Guy Seeker wasn't, even though we got the My House Guy Precure released on Crunchyroll as well. It's just baffling. So, Crunchyroll, make up your fucking minds! God, if it is going to be like that again, I will use a VPN to watch it weekly. If I end up slacking on episodes, I'll just catch up using the other way. So, also some news if you live in America, because I don't think it'll be available here. The Precure Precure English dub will be coming to Hulu next month on February 23rd. Yep, the English dub, the English dub provided by Ocean Productions, will be releasing on Hulu in the US next month. So you can watch the original Precure in Japanese on Crunchyroll. Which I think is a good thing, because unlike the Glitter Plus dubs, Precure Precure's English dub was mostly faithful to the Japanese version. Even some of the soundtrack and stuff. Only thing different is the name changes. At least the ones with at least all the human characters. You all had their names changed. Everyone else was faithful to the Japanese version. No cuts, no edits, nothing. If it does become... I know Disney Plus now owns Hulu. I do not know it would become available on Disney Plus here. I really don't know. Just have to wait till February 23rd to find out then. But I really doubt it. Probably pretty cool if it does, because pretty cool is still popular. How the hell did his chances get fucked up? Why didn't Ocean continued dubbing the franchise. What happened? Because it was a good dub. Sure, name changes, but that was typical standard for Western television. So it was just weird that the dub did not. They did not continue dubbing the series. If there's an if you know, let me know in the comments because I really can't fathom why. Most really to do is limited airing in countries, as it was only available in the UK and Canada. Granted, it's not available streaming in either countries. You know what I mean. I didn't watch it though when it aired. Sadly, I wish I did. I was only 8 years old. I was only like 9 years old when it aired here, as it came out in 2010. While the release in Canada was in 2009. I don't know why it limited to Canada and the UK. Did he not think it'd be popular? Digimon was popular all across the world. I guess Saban wanted to try and use that popularity as well. Glib was the first Glib was provided on TV, but it was on Netflix, a streaming service, so they're not bound by network restrictions. Yeah, this is a whole weird. I'm getting off topic. Sorry about that. I went off topic about this. By the way, the movie's not out yet, but available on home media in Japan. But you can listen to the ending, well, not the proper ending, of the movie. More like a group performance type of thing. And it's really cool. It's all the Cure sing the theme, opening theme to Keep Until I Dub Precure. It's really cool too. If you can look it on YouTube, it is good. Especially the goofy smile Wonderful gives in one section. When I do eventually watch the movie though, I really, really hope the other two teams don't show up for the cameo appearance for the final battle. Yeah, that's kind of a gripe that you can tell. You can tell that's like they were just shoved in there for the crossover, instead of actually working a plot to actually include them working together as a team, like the All Stars movies. I know a previous crossover movie, the Good and Yes Precure 5 movie, where they had 2 power-ups. That's not a joke. They literally have 2 power-ups. It's weird. Or like the All Stars Memories movie, where, the Taiwan Hunter all from the movie, well, most of it anyway, just focus on Hana or Haruka. What was her name again? Hana? I think your name was Hana, right? And Nagisa. Sorry. I do plan to watch more Precure seasons in the future. But when I can, I'm going to go watch Victoria Precure Max Out, Victoria Precure Smash Star, Yes Precure 5, Yes Precure 5 Go Go. Basically the Phase 1 era of Precure. Basically, as it's slowly building the elements we know today. Well, Phase 2 begins with Fresh, which summarizes all the elements we know today in the franchise. That's why I split that up into phases. Similar to Kamen Rider's Ace Phase is there's Phase 1 and Phase 2. And well, Phase 1 is specific. Goes up until 2009, I think. Because Phase 2 changes a bit with adding gimmicks to the drivers and stuff. Right. What was I? I mean, the gag is, even though they said the video was uploaded on the official channel by permission, they didn't get everyone's permission, so there goes Buzzy. Everyone gets on it too. It's a lot of fun. I love that gag. I think it was just a cute Kit Berry. I'm looking forward to starting to Precure next week. And if the rumors that the character Jet Senpai may become the mid-season Cure. I doubt it. I doubt that. The success Cure Win had. Well, I like Cure Win. He didn't really feel utilized much outside of his outside of goal just one reply. But Ian Butterfly just felt like they're in the background most of the time, focusing more on. They're not even there for the flashback section. When he learned about the backstory of the freaking villain. Shows how much of an afterthought they were. Just there for fuss. Because it's pretty obvious they wanted to kill Sky, kill Prism, and kill Majesty. A trio similar to that of Mahou Sky. And Butariwa Smash Star. Max Art, sorry. Max Art, that's Smash Star. So it's just a shame they didn't get much focus. I still like them. Anyway, back on topic. Clover explains what center is to a dynamic duo. The ones who share the same brain cell. Uta and Puru, and they kind of share a brain cell sometimes. Anyway, Uta. Basically, think of a center like the leader in a way of the group. There's someone like a leader in a way. They both make decisions and boost the performance for the group. How does Uta do it again? I'm trying to do the pose. It's tricky to do in real life. I can say. I was a lot of changes in the last video. And it's my last video will be on 2026. Oof. It's in January now, so not to worry. And my birthday's coming up in 2 weeks' time. Yeah. In 2 weeks, I'll be turning 25. I mean, I'll look at it, but I'm actually in my 20s. I know I still live at home. I don't. But, yeah. I could choose. Anyway. So, pick up. So, see what QCQ is like. Remember, picking QCQ would be good as the center. But Coco points out that won't exactly work because discussing now at Ultra Space. Because, one, Secure and Kiss work better as more of a duo, they're reflections of each other. And if Secure's in the center, she won't be near Kiss. Sure, you can have two of them as a center, as a double center, but the problem is, with a big group like them, they won't have that money. I'm actually surprised because never tried to have more than a specific number of cures. Sendai's done this before, by the way. Sendai has two teams with multiple members. Some of them are recurring members, like Gyoru Cyan and Gyoru Aqua. I can't remember his name now. Ramius, the one who's played by an English-Japanese actor. What he's obviously American, but he's obviously not Japanese born. But you know who I mean. There's also Q Ranger, but Ranger. So, like two of those members are more side guests reoccurring. Since the main team was consists of initially 6, over the 6 Rangers there, but we're up to 8 though. We count Doreen and Yayoi. So So like a decorator situation with Decker Master. Not really a sixth ranger, but an extra ranger. Part of the main. But he's not part of the main group. More of a recurrent ally, helps out in specific times. I guess. I've never seen Decker Ranger. I've seen SPD, but since SPD is really seen the village of Omega Ranger as part of their group, since he's not really considered a sixth ranger in the show due to behind the scenes issue with Disney. Disney being cheapskates. 20 minutes in, I'm barely halfway through the episode. Alright, so Uta. Anyway, Uta will be left out. It is so funny. So, yeah. And at night, Uta's thinking about Q Wake or Q could be like that. Anyway, what we know about Star Trek Precure is that it's going to start with a duo, and it's going to be a duo transformation. So like Sweet Precure, which is actually pretty cool. With Secure and Kiss having separate transformations too, so they don't have to be together to transform all the time. They might do that. Might do separate transformations at some point in the future as well. But we got 4 cures, and one of them is going to be technically a villain for a while. Not like a villain of the Cure thing. No, the Cure is technically working with the villain group for whatever reason. I'm curious to know how that's going to work. Alright, where was I? Anyway. Alright, at school, Uta comes up with a plan. Basically, asking around who people should be the Santa. She might get a lot of votes. She also planned to get Tanaka, Cutty, and Zachary, for opinions who they should be the Santa. Because they're not really at Tanaka's place right now. As we find out, they're basically managing now the Precure store. The other Precure store, sorry. Tanaka the manager. Damn, the guy is really good. Is really working himself hard. Like you see, I Precure manager. He's working part-time at Cafe Glitter. And well, he's also now the manager of the Idol Precure store. Guy loves to work. He's a workaholic. So yes, big way per parts. And Cutty and Zachary are working there too. And Zachary's been more of a tsundere. Because it's pretty, as we have opinions are obvious who they think the center should be. Seeing them as allies now is really cool. I really want to see more of the dynamic with the group. Anyway, but Tanaka can't really give his opinion since he's a manager. Very serious about his job. And then we cut to Kaito, who's in the studio for pause, seeing the Idol Precure on a television appearance with Wig being in the center. I mean, he sees them as the only one who notices that. And Aizawa talks to Uta as Q Idol. Now she explains what they're doing and stuff. Since they haven't fully decided on the center, and they're just rotating for now. And she asks his opinion on who he thinks should be the center. But he being more cryptic and says who she thinks could be it. Don't think about the look around fake or interesting. And he gives them movie tickets to see a movie. Meanwhile, Jokiri is really annoyed at Chogi. And Joker just needs to do more of his business. So, yeah. And he's right, she doesn't really do anything about minions. Like, she's only been in battle once. And that was when that's when the first group attack came into being. Now, I expect her to be more part of the action around that later down the line. Especially with Cudding's gone. Well, she had to do more business. When she did, but Jokey now appears to do more of it. So, yeah. Anyway, anyway, um, during the movie, Una comes out who the center is. They're all the liability center. But, you know. Let's get into it though when Jokey comes in. By the way, it's hinted that he might have a connection with Kaito. Wonder why. Don't spoil anything. Got it. I do not know any twists or turns. So no spoilers. So he uses the as a quite movie hour. It turns a Darkina, a dark, Darkaranda, I think it's called. I forgot. Darkana. Just 8 months because I'm terrible remembering this shit. So, seeing this, the group transform, their first group transmission, pretty good. Seen it multiple times now before this though. Mainly because I've been watching it multiple times. The transmission. I do like how all five put their heads together though to say, "We are! Give it to Ida, Precure." So that should have been the freaking opening. I still find the opening very, very lazy. When it comes to including Kill, Secure, and Kiss. Like they only appear in like two portions of the opening. They only appear in two portions. The start, when it all runs out, after running down the stage. Or 5 people down before the title is. Then towards the end, when the show when they show off their ability attacks. Like, I just feel like that was lazy. Not even at the end of Secure Kiss. It's incredibly lazy. No, never even updated the title card, which is a common thing you see in Precure. Once the mid-season Cure joins, they update the title cards. This feels like they're a little lazy this season when it comes to inclusion. I'm really hoping the next mid-season Cure, if there is going to be one, will be bad. Will be included a lot better than just incorporated the opening like nothing's happening. Just say it's just incredibly lazy. Because they updated the eye catch, featuring their batons. As we've seen the baton pass. But I'm curious to know if the two Cure Detective and Cure Answer will appear. You know what I mean? The duo will appear, or will just be the lead Cure, who's purple, by the way. I like how toys just get creative with the colors like the. So anyway. After that. It's nobody. Sorry, the monster attacks. You'll see there's still some people saying similar. So Kiss ends up whipping out a new ability. That's just a repurpose of an old ability from a previous season. And creates a guard, in a way, something like a delicious field. Yeah, it's basically repurposed delicious field from. I did not hate delicious field from that season, but I feel like it was too repetitive because the environment never changed. Like if the background, like depending on the location, I kind of wish the scenery changed every time that summer, depending on the location they're in, where I fight. That just makes it so repetitive seeing the same thing over and over and over and over again every episode. I just want to pause it much later, so it doesn't have time to be that repetitive. But still, it's gonna be repetitive. Just want them to be. I just want the idea to be creative. Like, it's a way to do it. So yeah, the fight. It's a pretty cool fight. And he just basically calls them call it being idle, pretend, but they're not. As idle, they all love being idle, Precure. And he's gonna make her, and she's gonna make him go Kira Kira la, and basically that decides it. And the one person yesterday is Kiss, showing her growth as a character. As they all vote that they should be the center. I mean, she's the reason they're all here in the first place in a way. And they all do a pretty cool fight where they cover Idol when she uses her Idol full touchy. I think I got it wrong. We'll finish it off with their group attack. It just still plays a good song. I just like how the group attacks have got really good songs. I will Cute Kiss attack song really grew on me actually over the past couple of months after it debuted. Like it just grew on me listening to it. I didn't like it at first. I didn't think it was bad, but I didn't like it at first. But it grew on me. But unlike wonderful previous designs, these this season and the next season, these designs I liked from the start. I was really hoping they're gonna be good. This next season is gonna be good. I don't know why they decided to do a weird reverse time travel where the lead cure sent them back in time and stuck in an era, so working with her partner. Okay, Evil went away back home. Why? Why not do the other way around? Having the cure from the past come to the future. Like, it's just a weird reverse on the usual formula when this type of thing happens. Cure for if it comes to the duo team. I just say this because it's just a little weird decision. And so we said the lead cure comes on 2027. But that's next year. She's from next year. It's just weird. Sorry about that. Hey. So basically most is defeated. Juggy leaves. Yeah, it seems that guy who was just there for the better than a week. He's not going ging for a cinema worker. That goes up nothing. Hey, after doing a performance, I also with the spots I told I don't pick you right now. She talks to him. Yeah. But he tells her never lose sight of your bonds. Something like that. What are you? But from Persona? What are you, a Persona character? Yeah, I'm taking a joke there because you don't know, in Persona 3, 4, and 5, the bonds you make in those games are important to helping the character become stronger. I love Persona, by the way. I like to put a Persona for Revival. Whatever news Atlas has this year for the franchise. Because they're making some announcements this year for the 30th anniversary. Anyway, it's a way for him to say, as the episode comes to an end, Next episode is a Merriman and Merriman episode. As seems like next episode, I've finally debut the next one. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to continue watching. So, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy my content, please. Want to see more? Subscribe, channel, look, always give a sorry for a little longer video, because I end up going off with some things. I apologize. I'll try my best for the next video. So, I'll see you guys later for episode 32 to 48. Precure out.